All right, everybody, getting ready for the first live 2025. So, how y'all doing, everybody? This is RayRebelEars.com with the first live stream of 2025. Want to thank everybody who's watching right now or who's going to watch later. So, the purpose of me doing this live stream is to start off Rebel Ears on the right note because last year YL and I we did a lot of engagement with individuals trying to um, of course build their network, record, mix, whatever, but we also wanted to do something different for this year because 2024 our goal was to mainly engage and create content. So YL and I started blasting out content. I think March of last year. I'm trying to think because after that we started being consistent on okay, YL's gonna post this week, I'm gonna post this week, and then we started creating a structure on okay, I'm gonna post for the full Mondays of this month, while YL can create something for Tuesday and then Wednesday, Thursday, it goes back and forth. But the purpose of this is to engage. Happy New Year's, Tony. Appreciate you joining the live. This is the first one of 2025, like I was saying. And this is going to be something I'm going to do every Saturday. 30 minutes late on this one. So every Saturday is going to be at 9 p.m. just so we can start building that connection with individuals who want to learn about mixing, recording, even content strategies from what I've been learning. So the three topics of this live stream is going to be creating a system, building your own community, and giving back. Because at Rebel Ears, we understand the purpose of refusing to sound ordinary is not to do what's normal. Even with me, I joined a community in August, and in October, I won this Osmo Pocket 3 that I'm showing off right now because right now I'm not using it for this live because I'm still setting it up with my Atom Mini. But I want to ask, like, what's something that you're trying to accomplish in 2025? Because, we're going to get in depth with the creative system for those who's trying to do more content creating or even trying to create a content strategy because not everybody's going to understand exactly where to start. So the system you need to start is basically get a notepad. Get something simple as you can see, I got my goal notepad, goals. I write not as much as here because this is my 2025 notepad. So I do it in all different colors on different topics, ideas, and things I want to bring and incorporate in Rebel Ears. So learning how to network through the music industry. So the best way to network when it comes to the music industry, this is the first question. I would recommend people following those who they cater to. So if you try to learn more about the music industry, probably following, major labels, joining their newsletter, or even if there's an artist that you are, gravitate towards, especially if they're independent, because good example, LaRussell. He's independent. He was signed under Russ, and he came up with the strategy when it comes to if you're doing an interview with whoever and you have the files, you can use that as content for the whole month of that, for the whole day of that month. So, like I was talking about earlier, with me creating for Monday, I would create something from a podcast for those Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, just so I could boost that. But to network through the music industry, you're going to have to look up different music events, a lot of seminars, convention centers. Look up exactly what draws you because, of course, when you're talking music industry, it could be with hip hop, it could be R&B, it could be pop, country. So you want to gravitate towards what you're familiar with. And I'm trying to think. I know when it comes to the music industry, you can look up companies like BMI. So let me see if I can pull up BMI real quick because when it comes to BMI is a website for those who's trying to learn more about publishing, sync licensing, songwriting, getting, your stuff played and get paid through BMI, ASCAP, CSAC. When you start getting in depth with Chili Hop, I don't know what Chili Hop is, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. But with those three websites, well, those three BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, when you learn about the music industry, that's how you get paid through mechanical royalties or sync licensing from Chili Hop, hip hop, chill hop. Okay, we'll take that. But with those three that I was naming, because even if I bring up Chat GPT, because that's something that helps me with my system. When you're creating a system, you want to make sure you brainstorm it, but also when it comes to the brainstorming session, what can you do to expand off it? So let me go ahead and bring up Chat GPT, because this is something that Nikki Saunders, shout out to Nikki, she's the one who brought this to me. So let me see how I can get a full screen. Now, I'm going to start a new chat, and I'm going to just go ahead and bring this down so y'all can so you can see what I'm doing. So let me see. Learning how to network through the music industry. Learn to network in the music industry. Right? So when I'm looking up networking in the music industry, there's a few things you can do. Of course, you can define your goals, identify what you want from networking, collaboration, mentorship, clients, or exposure. Because when you have a system, you need to figure out, okay, you want to learn about the music industry, but how you going to benefit off that? So create an online presence. When it comes to a system, when you build your content strategy, you'll make sense on, okay, now I understand. Now I have to create an online presence for people to engage with me. Even right now, I'm going to go live for, let's say, the first one's going to be 30 minutes. Next one is probably going to be an hour, hour and a half. But this is the consistency of building my online presence. I'm using YouTube. I went live Instagram, probably like 20 minutes. Got a few engagements on there. It was good. But these are some ideas. Attend events. I was talking about, going to seminars. They was talking about showcases, studio sessions, industry mixers. Participate in conferences, festivals, workshop. Network at open mic. Of course, there's Takeoff ATL. Shout out to King Fresh for that. Engage on social media. That's a big thing that I tell a lot of people when it comes to being an artist, because being honest, a lot of artists don't really engage with other producers or engineers, because when it comes to, your craft, you might just feel comfortable. I don't need nobody. I might just do everything myself. You can, but it takes a team. It takes a system. So I would recommend, building your online presence so people can say, oh, he wants to be involved with what I got going on from his profile. I see in the content that he brings to the table. And that can help you when it comes to, learning more about the music industry. Go look up on different seminars. There's ways you can collaborate too. There's, SoundCloud, there's YouTube, there's BandLab, Bandcamp. And these are the ways that you build a community. Because with YL and I, we have our Discord. Check the link in the bio. You can join our community when it comes to content strategy, discussions, even asking a simple question on, learning how to network through the music industry. I just pulled this up on ChatGPT, and it didn't take 5 minutes, because with my system, I like to use something that's going to benefit me. And what I've been using, ChatGPT, Perplexity, even learning about Zapier. So Zapier is how you automate your system when it comes to different apps and different websites, and you can combine those. And I'm going to learn how to use MailChimp when it comes to the YouTube, and then join in with the email list, because that's something that I am trying to incorporate this year. The last two that was from ChatGPT on the list was, join the community. Go ahead and join the Discord. The link is in the bio. Believe me, it's very beneficial to start a community, especially to start of 2025. What are you going to do the second, third quarter? Because the first quarter is working on this system. The second quarter is the community. Right now, we do have the community, but we want to engage more and build it up. That's why with me going live every week, every Saturday, that's going to help build that engagement. And then the last thing is give back. The way I give back is my time and my insight on the things that I've learned. When it comes to the Discord itself, I learned that from just watching One More Time podcast. Shout out to Henry with the 3 and Ben. I've been watching them for years, and I understood the purpose of a community, especially when someone might pop up, watch a YouTube video, and they see the description, okay, join our community, click the link. And you join the community, and you see the engagement of like-minded individuals asking questions, giving answers, putting their feedback in, and just testing the waters. Even yesterday during the I think Content Corner with Nikki Saunders, she gave the community a chance to promote their work. So she literally had over 100 people in the live stream, and she told everybody, okay, go ahead and put a link to any Instagram, YouTube, whatever you want to let people know about you. The one that I picked could have been better. It was the recap of 2024. I had my Santa ugly sweater on. YL had a red shirt, but it was something that was the last video that was posted. I know there was some people who posted videos from that day, yesterday. Some people posted a video within that hour. So there's no excuse if you have a system in place, especially my system of recording every Saturday, going live every Saturday, using Sunday to schedule, working on the content. I might schedule some videos tonight, but I know normally with my system, Saturdays are the day that I do my bulk content. I might record 2-3 podcasts. Even my goal for this year, because I'm going to be honest with my community, I haven't been consistent when it comes to posting on the podcast or posting videos, or even this year, because I'm going to start off 2025 being vulnerable. Today is January 4th, and I know for the first, second, and third, I did not post anything on social media. I didn't post anything on YouTube. There was some stories on Instagram that I posted, but the purpose of that was I was starting off the year with a few of the things from last year. So right now, I'm doing more research on Metrical. Now, I know in the past I used to promote Hookle a lot as a scheduling app, but, shout out to King Fresh, because when I was learning more about Takeoff ATL in their community and, what they use to post, schedule, and network, they put me on Metrical. And Metrical, from what I'm seeing, it's an app and a website where you can schedule your posts, collaborate with someone in the post, and even post on different platforms from YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. And majority of these scheduling apps that's coming out are understanding the benefits of AI. So they're taking advantage of making it convenient for those who use it. And so far, Metrical might be being a Hookle. So we'll see how this year go. I might switch to Metrical. It depends. I know that I'm a brand ambassador of Hookle, but during December for the 30 for 30, I was scheduling a post for each day for 30 days. And Christmas Day, my 25th day, my post didn't come out. And I was upset because, of course, with anything you're using, it might work, it might not. But I was upset to the point that I used a system, and the system didn't work. And sometimes you got to think about, okay, I want to use this platform. I like it, but I don't know if it's going to work for me. So probably look up for a system. If you're trying to create content, look up a scheduling app. Start off with the right scheduling app That's why you can maximize your time instead of, oh man, it's Monday. I got to post for today. Tuesday come. Oh, I got to post for Tuesday. Nope. I do my whole week. I might do 2 weeks on that one Sunday. You can look up every month back from, I think, September. Each week we had at least 5 to 6 short videos, one long form video. And the last time I went live, I think it was in September. And I know I told myself for 2025, I'm going to go live more just to engage with those who might not get a chance to see me because I'm normally in the studio, either taking photos, editing, reading. Even right now, I'm reading. I just finished Boundaries. Let me see if I got it real quick. So this book, Boundaries by Henry Cloud, I just finished this book yesterday, and the purpose of me reading is because my system for this year is to be consistent on reading a book a week or listening to an audiobook a week. I'm going to double up on what I did last year. I think I did at least 30 books. So I really want to expand my insight on what I do know, but also, who knows, I might even start a book club for 2025. Is that something that you might be interested in? Let me know, because there's going to be a lot of opportunities. There's going to be a lot of giveaways. There's going to be a lot of contests. Even I'm going to get with YL because right now he is busy with personal matters. So that's why right now I'm going live. The next live he might be there. So we'll see how that go. We might do a live stream where he's at his location. I might be at the studio. We'll see how it works. But for the first week of 2025, I'm doing the live stream. Now, let me go ahead and get back to when I was discussing. Of course, I started off talking about a system. You want to get a system that works for you, but you don't want to feel overwhelmed by the system. So make sure that whatever you use it works for you. Maybe when it comes to scheduling, I was talking about Hookle and Metrical. Now I'm talking about Opus Clip. The purpose of Opus Clip for me is to have more free time to not worry about short form videos and to engage more with the community, because I'm understanding as time goes by, when you have enough content, when you have enough leverage and engagement, you want to take the next step and getting your foot off the pedal. Even having a talk with King Fresh not too long ago, he was talking about he wants to do more with the community, but he wants to be hands off of all the systems, which makes sense until you get the funds that you need or until you get the team in place that is needed. Or if you have a virtual assistant, you're going to have to do everything manually yourself. That's why I recommend for people to, don't be afraid of taking advantage of what we have now, because even with creating the YouTube videos or the podcast audio, I did everything hands-on from, okay, I'm recording in the podcast area. I got the mic set up. I got it connected to my interface. The interface is connected to my Atom Mini that's connected to my MacBook Pro. After I record the audio and have the visuals, I upload it in DaVinci, and then from DaVinci, I do some editing, and then I go back from there. So it helps for the fact that I have a system in place that I'm used to. But like I said, you want something that you're comfortable with. Don't just take my full system and use it, because what works for me might not work for you. So let's talk about building a stronger community. It's not just about content. It's about like-minded individuals getting together and collaborating, because I'm part of Lions Behavior. Outside of Rebel Ears, I'm part of Lions Behavior. Shout out to Nikki Saunders. And I'm one of the founders, one of the first 100 founders who bought the exclusive founders hat. It was the Lions Behavior all black hat. There was a story behind it, because I did not get my hat because when I purchased it, it went to my old address. And when I went to that location, the person who was living there at the moment, they said they threw the box away. So I didn't get my hat, but that hat did give me access to the community that I did get into. So the hat by itself is valued probably under $25, but the community in itself is priceless, because that community in itself is how I want Rebel Ears to be as time goes by. But I understand that Nikki Saunders built this from, deeper than the brand. That's a community she's a part of. Lions Behavior, that's another community that she started. And then understanding the growth because deeper than the brand been out for years. And when I'm starting to realize the consistency of actually letting people know what you're doing, how you engaging, what's the next step. Even right now, I'm recording this live, and I know I got 3 people watching. I know as time goes by, it's going to grow because Nikki Saunders, I remember a couple months ago, she had 40, 50 people watching the live. Now it's up to 100 people because of that consistency, because of her system. That's why I'm building my system now. So even those who's watching right now, if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'm answering all the questions that I got because I'm going live for another 10 minutes before I get off because, like I said, I got some content to create for the week. Got some editing, got some recording. I might even do a photo shoot tonight, but that's the part of my system. So the community, sorry, just going through my script because with my system, I like to map out everything, not as a script, but as a bullet point because I want to get straight to what's needed. So this year, we're going to our Discord server and creating more space where we can all learn, share, and grow together. So like I said, for everybody who's watching the live or even after the live, if you're watching this, go ahead and join the Discord. It's in the link in the link in the description. So let me ask y'all this. What is something that you're looking for in a community? Is it something on the lines of taking the next step with your career or trying to build up leadership or self-development, or even mixing or recording? These are the things that I can help engage with y'all. Even content strategy, because of my content strategy in September of 2024, I won a $500 camera in October last year. And that was all of my simple strategy of using a scheduling app, using Opus Clip to make my long-form videos short form, and then putting some Instagram stories here and there using Meta Business Suite. So if you're not familiar with Meta Business Suite, it's an app in itself that Facebook owns that incorporates your Facebook and your Instagram page. So within there, you can look at all your analytics, your insights. You can look up ways to, run ads too. And you can even upload stories, upload your Facebook stories, IG stories. And one thing I do like about Meta Business Suite that I couldn't find in Hookle, when you do Instagram stories or Facebook stories, you know how you can customize the image, you can add effects, you can add a link or tag anybody. You can do that on Meta Business Suite. The only thing that was a problem for me was on the Facebook story, you can upload a link. But in the IG stories, you can't. But in Instagram, if you trying to add a story on Instagram, you can add a link within it and it'll post. But I also know that there's people who are using like ManyChat. ManyChat is a app that you can literally add it to whatever keyword. So let's say if I put an Instagram story tomorrow saying, comment the word Discord to get a link to my community, and it'll send you that link. And that's the convenience of using a system because it's overwhelming to an extent when you're thinking about all the things you have to do to incorporate what you want to do. But with me, I try to stay in a week, I try to use less than 10 apps. So right now I got Hookle, I got Opus Clip, I use InShot to edit my videos. I use Meta Business Suite when it comes to reading more in depth on the algorithm and analytics. I started using Canva because I'm going to start making thumbnails and titles with Canva. I'm making my ebook with Canva. It's not out yet. It was supposed to be out on Christmas. It was supposed to be out on New Year's Day. And it was supposed to be out today. The reason why it's not out, I'm not satisfied. There's a few things I wanted to add before it's out because I could just put something out and give it to y'all for free. But if there's no value in it, you're just putting something out into the world that you don't believe in. And that would be wrong for me to just give y'all something. It's kind of like Playboy Cardi with his album coming out in 2024. It didn't come out, but the ebook's gonna come out, so y'all don't have to worry about that. Now, we still got 5 minutes before I get off the live, so the last part of this live is to get back. So one of my goals is to get back from, the resource that I gained, the mentorships, the communities I'm involved in, and in my Discord. Let me go ahead and pull it up before I get off. So I actually want to bring this up so y'all can see it yourself. This was actually the second day of January that I posted. So if you can see right here on the second day of 2025, I want to start off with my ABCDE, first 5 letters of the alphabet. I don't know exactly what I'm going to call it. I'm still brainstorming on it, but this is the live that y'all can see it if you join the community. So A is for affirmation. You want to start your day off on a positive note on speaking positivity in your life, because with all that's going on around you, you might not get the affirmation that you want or need without doing the affirmation yourself. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and saying, hey, you got this. You can do this. There's nothing stopping you. What's stopping you? You think that's stopping you? Okay, if you're going to let that stop you, well, we're not even going to talk about that. We're not going to let it stop you. That's the affirmation you need. You need to say, I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I got everything I want out of life. I'm in great health. I got a great family. And things like that actually works. B, balance. A lot of people talk about work-life balance. I understand being a father and a husband. I got 2 amazing boys. I got a wonderful, amazing, gorgeous wife. And it made me understand, okay, work-life balance. I work. I got rebel ears. I got a family. I got to balance it all out. Sometimes you need that moment to go into your notepad and just write it down. C, consistency. This is what's needed. You need to be consistent with something. You need to have a routine. You need to build up a habit. You need something that, okay, if I'm coming into the studio, I know for the fact I need to record something, I need to edit something, or I need to read something. Right after this, I'm going to read I Will Teach You to Be Rich by, I'm trying to say his name, Rami Sethi. I think that's how you say his name, but so far his book is amazing. I'm going to finish it later on tonight. But that consistency, even working out, wearing a 60-pound vest before I do my work, even there's a trampoline in the back that I use before starting the live or doing the podcast because get the blood flowing so I can be consistent. Even right now, I'm standing up and I got my foot pad, so when I do long editing or I'm just, tired of sitting, I stand up, I rock on it, but it helps me to stay active. So if that helps you with being active, try it out. D, discipline. Consistency and discipline go hand in hand because for you to be consistent with something, you have to be disciplined in it. So let's say, okay, you want to be disciplined every time you go to the bathroom. When you get out, you might do 20 push-ups right there because you're disciplined in that form of routine. That it's not really you being consistent, it's you being disciplined in that consistency. And that works for me. And then the last one, E. This is the one that really resonates with me because without all of this, it doesn't work. Execute. If you don't execute, A, B, C, D don't matter at all. Because you can say you're going to be consistent on something, but if you don't execute it, what you doing? You can say you're speaking affirmation, but if you don't execute it, you're not doing it. You might say you want balance, but if you're not executing it, what you doing? But I just want to tell everybody, thank y'all for watching the first live of 2025. So far, we started off this year with 3 people watching the views, watching it. I want to tell those 3 people, thank you starting off 2025, engaging. And of course, when this is uploaded, y'all can watch this later on. Or if you need to share, you can. But I want to tell everybody from Ever Ears, thank y'all for listening. And thank you for watching. Hey, keep tuning in.